Consider the biblical phrase that has echoed through the ages. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken. This eternal truth applies to all aspects of life, including our battle with fear. For what is fear but a belief in something that has not yet come to pass? It is living in anticipation of an unwanted experience. It is taking the wonderful creative power God gave you, your imagination, and using it against yourself. Let me tell you a story. A man came to me once who was terrified of public speaking. His fear was so great that at the mere thought of standing before an audience, his heart would race, his palms would sweat, and his mind would go blank. This fear had limited his career, his self-expression, and his joy. And do you know what I told him? I said, my friend, your fear is nothing but a shadow. It appears substantial, but it has no reality except that which you give it. I instructed him to go home that night and before falling asleep to imagine himself standing before an audience feeling completely at ease, speaking fluently, and connecting deeply with his listeners. I told him to feel the satisfaction of having delivered a wonderful talk, to hear the applause, to experience the confidence flowing through his body. Fall asleep, I said, in this state of accomplished desire. 3 weeks later, he returned to tell me that he had given a presentation at work without a trace of fear. The fear that had plagued him for decades was gone. Not suppressed, not managed, but completely absent. How? Because he had used the same power that created his fear, imagination, to uncreate it. This is the first great principle I wish to impress upon you tonight. Fear exists only in your imagination. It is not external to you. It is not thrust upon you by circumstance. It has no reality outside of the reality you give it. And since you created it through misused imagination, you can destroy it by properly directed imagination. Now I want to delve deeper into the nature of consciousness, for herein lies the key to destroying fear forever. Your consciousness, your awareness, your I am-ness is God. I am is the name of God as revealed to Moses. When you say I am, you are declaring the presence of God within you. And following this divine name, this I am, is your creative power unleashed. When you say I'm afraid, you are literally defining God within you as fear. You are taking the infinite creative power of the universe and directing it toward limitation. Can you see the absurdity of this? Can you see how you have been misusing the very power that was meant to set you free? The second principle I wish to impress upon you tonight is this: fear cannot exist in the consciousness of God. And since your fundamental consciousness, your I am, is God, fear cannot truly exist within you. It is foreign to your nature. It is an impostor claiming residence in the temple of your mind. Let me share another experience. A woman attended my lectures who suffered from a fear of heights so severe that she could not climb more than 3 steps on a ladder without feeling faint. After understanding these principles, she began to imagine herself standing at the top of a tall building, looking down with perfect calm and even enjoyment at the view below. Night after night, she would fall asleep to this imagery. Within 1 month, she found herself spontaneously volunteering to go to the observation deck of the Empire State Building with visiting friends. Not only did she experience no fear, but she actually enjoyed the experience so much that she pressed her face against the glass to see more of the city below. The fear that had limited her for over 30 years was gone completely. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I have tried positive thinking before. I have tried to talk myself out of my fears, and it doesn't work. And you are absolutely right. Mere positive thinking, mere affirmations repeated without feeling are useless. They are like seeds scattered on concrete. They find no soil in which to grow. Here is the third principle, and perhaps the most important. To destroy fear, you must enter a state of consciousness where the fear does not exist. You must actually experience in your imagination the freedom from that fear. You must feel it, taste it, live it in your mind's eye until it becomes more real to you than the fear itself. Remember the words, whatever you desire, believe to that you have received it, and you will. This is not a suggestion. It is spiritual law. If you wish to be free from fear, you must believe that you are already free. Not that free someday, not that freedom is coming to you, but that you are free now, in this moment. Let me explain how consciousness works. Your consciousness, your awareness exists on two levels. There is your objective, waking consciousness, the you that is listening to me now. And there is your subjective, deeper consciousness, what some would call the subconscious mind. This deeper level of consciousness accepts as real whatever is impressed upon it by your waking mind, especially when accompanied by feeling and repetition. Your subjective consciousness does not reason, does not argue, does not question. It simply accepts and then expresses what has been impressed upon it. This is why a person who deeply believes they will fail often does fail, and why a person who deeply believes they will succeed often does succeed. The subjective consciousness is bringing into manifestation what has been planted within it. Fear takes root in this subjective consciousness through negative imagination reinforced by feeling. Each time you imagine a fearful scenario and feel the emotion of fear, you are planting seeds that will grow into fearful experiences. The way to destroy fear then is to plant different seeds, seeds of courage, confidence, and calm. But and this is crucial, you cannot plant these new seeds while simultaneously nurturing the old ones. You cannot imagine yourself free from fear while still entertaining fearful thoughts. This divided mind, this double-mindedness is the cause of failure in all human endeavors, not just in conquering fear. As it is written, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You must make a clean break with fear. You must turn from it completely and give your whole attention to its opposite, to the state of fearlessness you wish to embody. Now I can almost hear the questions forming in your minds. But Neville, what about real dangers? Shouldn't we fear things that can truly harm us? Let me address this directly. Prudence, caution, discernment, these are wisdom, not fear. You can acknowledge a potential danger without living in fear of it. You can take sensible precautions without being consumed by anxiety. Consider the driver who navigates a car safely through traffic. Is he successful because he is afraid of crashing? No. The fearful driver is often the dangerous driver, hesitant when he should be decisive, panicked when he should be calm. The good driver is alert but not afraid, aware but not anxious. He is present in the moment, responding appropriately to circumstances without projecting disasters that have not occurred. This brings me to the fourth principle. Fear is always about the future, never about the present. Fear projects your consciousness forward in time to an imagined moment that has not yet arrived, and in truth may never arrive. It takes you out of the only moment that is real, the eternal now, and places you in a phantom future of your own making. I want to share with you the words of the psalmist who wrote, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me." Notice the precision of this language. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, there is no fear. Why? Because thou art with me, God is with me. And who is God? I am. Your own awareness, your own consciousness, properly directed, is your salvation from fear. Let me tell you about a man I knew who had been in prison during the war. For 3 years, he lived in conditions of extreme deprivation and cruelty. Yet he told me that during this time, he would close his eyes each night and imagine himself walking free through his hometown, greeting friends, eating at his favorite restaurant, sleeping in his own bed. He would feel the reality of this experience so deeply that for those moments, he was no longer a prisoner. When liberation finally came, he adjusted to freedom more quickly than his fellow prisoners. Why? Because he had been living in freedom mentally all along. His imagination had kept him free, even when his body was in chains. This is the power you possess to transcend your circumstances through the proper use of your divine imagination. Now let us get very practical about destroying fear forever. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to identify your deepest fear. What is it that causes you the greatest anxiety? What situation makes your heart race and your mind spin with worry? Identify it clearly. Then I want you to construct a scene in your imagination that would imply your complete freedom from this fear. If you fear public speaking, see yourself giving a talk with complete ease and confidence. If you fear rejection, see yourself being warmly received and appreciated. If you fear lack, see yourself living in a state of abundance. As you lie in bed, close your eyes and enter the scene. Do not merely watch it as if it were a movie. Step into it as a participant. Feel it from the inside. What do you see? What do you hear? What are you touching? How does your body feel? If others are present in your scene, what are they saying to you? How are they responding to you? Experience this scene with all the richness of actual sensory experience. Then allow yourself to feel the emotion that would be yours if this were really happening now. Feel the relief, the joy, the confidence, the peace that comes with being free from your fear. Do this night after night until it begins to feel natural to you, until this fearless state becomes familiar territory to your consciousness. As you persist, you will find that your outward circumstances begin to reflect your inner experience. Opportunities will arise that allow you to demonstrate your new freedom. And when they do, you will discover to your amazement that the fear is simply not there anymore. This is not self-deception. This is the creative use of the powers God gave you. This is the art of revision, taking the script of your life and rewriting it according to your highest desires rather than your deepest fears. The fifth principle I want to share with you is this: fear cannot exist in the presence of love. Perfect love casts out fear, as the scripture tells us. But what does this mean in practical terms? Love is not merely an emotion. It is a state of consciousness. It is the awareness of oneness, of unity, of connection. When you truly love, you recognize that the other is not separate from you. And in this recognition, fear dissolves. For fear requires separation. Fear requires otherness, something outside of you that can threaten you. When you abide in the consciousness of love, you recognize that all is one. There is no out there to fear, because all is within your own magnificent consciousness. The entire universe exists within you as states of consciousness that you can enter and exit at will. This is why I tell you that to love God is to love your own consciousness, properly understood and properly directed. It is to recognize that the I am within you is the only power that is truly real, and that this power is fundamentally creative, not destructive. A friend once shared with me his experience of overcoming a lifelong fear of water. As a child, he had nearly drowned, and since that time, he could not so much as look at a swimming pool without experiencing terror. After learning these principles, he began to imagine himself swimming with joy and confidence. He would imagine the sensation of the water supporting his body, the pleasure of moving free through the water, the exhilaration of diving beneath the surface. For several weeks, nothing seemed to change. Then, one day, while walking in a park with a lake, he felt the sudden and unexpected urge to go swimming. Without hesitation, he removed his shoes and socks, rolled up his pants, and waded into the water. The fear that had controlled him for decades was simply gone. It had not been conquered. It had been replaced by a new state of consciousness in which fear of water had no place. This is the key. Not to fight against fear, not to resist it or struggle with it, but to replace it entirely with a new state of consciousness in which that particular fear cannot exist. The sixth principle I wish to impress upon you is that fear is always specific, never general. People who say I'm just a fearful person are deceiving themselves. No one is inherently fearful. Rather, each person has specific fears that have been cultivated through negative use of imagination. Identify your specific fears. Name them. Bring them into the light of consciousness. Then, one by one, create scenes that imply your freedom from each fear. Enter these scenes night after night until the fearless state becomes your dwelling place. Remember, whatever state you occupy mentally, you will express physically. If you occupy a state of fear in your imagination, you will express fear in your experience. If you occupy a state of fearlessness in your imagination, you will express fearlessness in your experience. This is law, not chance. Let me share with you a secret that few understand. The state of fearlessness already exists. It is not something you need to create. It is something you need to enter. All states of consciousness exist simultaneously in the mind of God. which is your own wonderful human imagination. Your task is not to create new states, but to shift your awareness from the states you do not desire to the states you do desire. Think of it as a great mansion with many rooms. The room called fear exists, and when you occupy it, you experience all the limitation and anxiety that comes with fear. But right next door is another room called fearlessness, and the door between these rooms is never locked. You can walk from one to the other at any moment by shifting the focus of your consciousness. Now, I know that some of you are sitting there thinking this sounds too simple. And you're right, it is simple. But that doesn't mean it's easy, at least not at first. The human mind has an extraordinary capacity for complicating what is fundamentally simple. We have been conditioned to believe that if something is powerful, it must be complex. But the greatest powers in the universe are the simplest. What could be simpler than gravity? Yet, it holds planets in their orbits and keeps your feet firmly on the ground. What could be simpler than love? Yet it has inspired the greatest works of art, literature, and music in human history. The simplicity of a principle does not diminish its power, it enhances it. So do not be deceived by the simplicity of what I am sharing with you tonight. The fact that destroying fear requires only a persistent shift in consciousness doesn't make this teaching any less profound or effective. The seventh principle, and we are coming to the end of our discussion now, is that fear is always coupled with time. It always involves projecting yourself forward into an imagined future moment where something unwanted occurs. The antidote to fear, therefore, is to live fully in the present moment while directing your imagination toward desired future states. Notice the subtle but crucial difference here. Both fear and desire involve the future, but fear imagines what you don't want, while desire imagines what you do want. Both use the same faculty, imagination, but directed in opposite ways. Living in the present moment frees you from the grip of fear, because fear cannot exist without time. When you are fully present, feeling the texture of the now, experiencing what is actually before you rather than what you imagine might be before you tomorrow, fear simply has no place to take root. This is why meditation, prayer, and all forms of spiritual practice that center you in the present moment are such powerful antidotes to fear. They return you to the only reality that truly exists, the eternal now, and in this eternity, fear is revealed as the illusion it always was. I want to conclude with a simple practice that will help you destroy fear forever. Each night before you sleep, and each morning when you awake, spend a few moments feeling deeply grateful for your freedom from fear. Do not merely say the words, "I am grateful to be free from fear." Actually feel the gratitude as if the freedom were already yours. Gratitude is the frequency of receiving. When you feel grateful for something, you are acknowledging that you have received it. And since your consciousness is creative, what you acknowledge as received must, by spiritual law, manifest experience. So feel grateful for your fearlessness. Feel grateful for your courage. Feel grateful for the perfect peace that dwells within you. Feel it so deeply that tears of joy come to your eyes. Let this gratitude permeate every cell of your body until you are vibrating with the certainty that fear has no power over you. As you practice this, you will find that fear begins to lose its grip on your life. Situations that once terrified you will leave you unmoved. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable will become opportunities for growth and self-expression. The world will not change, but your experience of the world will be transformed beyond recognition. And one day, perhaps soon, perhaps after many months of faithful practice, you will realize that fear no longer plays any role in your decisions, your relationships, or your self-concept. It will be as if a heavy weight has been lifted from your shoulders, a weight you had carried for so long that you had forgotten it was there. This freedom from fear is your birthright. It is the natural condition of a consciousness that knows itself as divine. It is what the great spiritual teachers have been pointing toward throughout the ages when they said, "Fear not, for I am with you." I am is with you. God is with you as your own consciousness, ready to be directed toward freedom, toward peace, toward the manifestation of your highest desires. Let me leave you with this thought: fear exists only because you give it existence through misused imagination. Withdraw your attention from fearful thoughts and they will wither like plants deprived of water. Direct your attention instead toward the consciousness of fearlessness, and it will flourish like a garden in springtime. The choice is always yours. In every moment, you stand at the crossroads of fear and faith. One path leads to contraction, limitation, and suffering. The other leads to expansion, possibility, and joy. Your consciousness, your awareness, your I am is the deciding factor. Directed wisely, and fear will not merely be conquered, it will be destroyed forever. And now, as we come to the close of our discussion, I want to remind you that what I have shared with you tonight is not theory, but spiritual law. It has been tested and proven countless times by myself and by thousands of others who have applied these principles in their lives. The only requirement is that you test it for yourself, that you put it into practice with diligence and faith. For remember, faith is nothing more than the confidence that the unseen reality is more powerful than the seen. The unseen reality of your consciousness, properly directed, is infinitely more powerful than any external circumstance that seems to inspire fear. I urge you not to leave this room tonight and return to your old patterns of thought. Do not nod in agreement with what you've heard and then continue to live as if fear were an inevitable part of human existence. Take what has been shared here and apply it. Test it. Prove it in the laboratory of your own life. Begin tonight. As you lay your head on your pillow, identify your deepest fear. Then construct a scene in your imagination that implies your complete freedom from this fear. Enter that scene. Make it real. Feel it as if it were happening now. Fall asleep in this consciousness of fearlessness. Do this night after night. And watch as your life transforms before your eyes. The promise of Scripture is true. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Claim this promise as your own. Live from it. Let it inform every thought, word, and action. Let it be the foundation upon which you build a life of expanding joy, creativity, and fulfillment. For when fear is destroyed forever, what remains is the consciousness of God, infinite, eternal, and free. And in this consciousness, all things are possible to you. For the I am within you is the same I am that spoke the worlds into existence, that sustains the stars in their courses, and that beats your heart in this very moment. Go forth from this place tonight not as a fearful being hoping to become brave, but as a divine being remembering your inherent fearlessness. For that is what you truly are, a divine being having a human experience, possessed of all the powers of divinity, chief among them the power to create through directed consciousness. Use this power wisely, use it lovingly. Use it in service of your highest vision for yourself and for humanity. And as you do, you will discover that not only have you destroyed fear forever, but you have awakened to the truth of who you really are, the operant power of God in your world. God bless you all, and thank you for your attention tonight. The seeds have been planted. Nurture them with your faithful imagination, and they will surely bear fruit in your experience. The freedom you seek is already yours. Claim it now and live from the glorious assumption that fear has no power over you, for the only power in your universe is the power of your consciousness aligned with truth. In every moment when fear seems to arise, remind yourself, this is only imagination misused. I withdraw my attention from this fear and place it instead on the truth of my being, whole, perfect, fearless, and free. Feel the relief that comes with this realization. Feel the peace that passes understanding flood your being. And know that in this consciousness, fear cannot exist. The work is done. The truth is established. The path is clear. Walk it with confidence, with joy, and with the unshakable knowledge that you are more than a conqueror. You are the divine creativity that spoke the worlds into being, now speaking a new world of fearlessness into your own experience. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your fearlessness and be inspired to claim their own. For in truth, what I have shared with you tonight is not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of all whose lives you touch. As you live from the consciousness of fearlessness, you become a living demonstration of what is possible for every human being who chooses to direct their imagination toward freedom, rather than limitation. The world needs this demonstration now more than ever. In an age of increasing uncertainty and apparent chaos, the one who walks without fear becomes a beacon of hope, a testament to the truth that circumstances do not determine consciousness. Consciousness determines circumstances. Be that beacon, be that testament. Live as if fear had never existed and never could exist in your world. For in the reality of God, which is the reality of your own divine imagination properly understood, it does not and cannot exist. Only love is real. Only freedom is real. Only the infinite creative power of your consciousness is real. All else, including fear, is shadow, is illusion, is a misuse of the divine gift of imagination. Correct the misuse and the shadow vanishes as darkness always vanishes in the presence of light. You are that light. Shine forth in the full confidence of your divine nature, and fear will be destroyed forever, not just in your life, but in the lives of all who are blessed to know you. The time for fear is over. The age of faith, of confident trust in the creative power of your consciousness is at hand. Enter it now with joy and gratitude, knowing that what awaits you is far greater than anything fear has ever stolen from you. For eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. Those who love their own divine consciousness enough to direct it toward the fulfillment of their highest desires rather than the manifestation of their deepest fears. This is your heritage. Claim it now. Live from it now. And watch as the miracle of fearless living unfolds in ways you cannot now imagine, but will soon experience as the only reality you know. Thank you, and God bless you all.
My dear friends, we are here to explore a profound truth, a divine principle that has the power to reshape your entire existence. Tonight, we shall delve into the art of acting as you are the best. Now, let me be clear from the outset. When I speak of acting as you are the best, I am not referring to some external, worldly concept of superiority. No, my beloved, I am speaking of something far more profound, far more divine. I am speaking of recognizing and embodying the God within you, the perfect. You see, the great secret of life is this: your imagination is God. It is the creative power of the universe expressing itself through you. And when you truly grasp this truth, when you fully embody it, you will understand that acting as you are the best is not an act at all. It is a revelation of your true nature. Let us begin by understanding the nature of reality. The world you see around you with all its seeming solidity is nothing but a shadow, a reflection of your own consciousness. It is a mirror showing you the contents of your own mind. And just as a mirror faithfully reflects whatever stands before it, so does your world reflect your beliefs about yourself and your place in it. So, when I urge you to act as you are the best, I am inviting you to change the image in the mirror. I am calling you to revise your concept of self, to see yourself as the divine, perfect being that you truly are. For when you do this, when you hold this image firmly in your mind, the outer world has no choice but to reorganize itself to match this new inner reality. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, how can I act as I am the best when my current circumstances tell me otherwise? Ah, my dear friends, this is where faith comes in. Not faith in some external deity or power, but faith in the God within you. Faith in the power of your own imagination. You must dare to assume the feeling of being the best, even when all external evidence contradicts it. Remember, the evidence of your senses is nothing but the fruit of past beliefs. It is the harvest of seeds planted in the past. But you, my beloved, are not bound by the past. You're free to plant new seeds, to imagine a new self, a new reality. Let me share with you a fundamental law of mind. What you assume, you become. Your assumptions have persisted in, hardened into fact. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is the creative power of God working through you. When you assume the feeling of being the best, when you live from that state, you are literally reshaping your reality at its most fundamental level. Now let us explore how to put this principle into practice. The key lies in what I call the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must enter into the state of consciousness of already being best. Feel it, live it, breathe it. Make it so real, your imagination, that it becomes impossible to tell where imagination ends and reality begins. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself as the absolute best in your field, in your relationships, in your spiritual life. See yourself moving through the world with the confidence and grace of someone who knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are the best. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the deep sense of fulfillment that comes with this state. Use the crucial parts. You must maintain this feeling. You must live from this state. When you open your eyes, carry this feeling with you. Let it infuse every aspect of your life. Speak as the best would speak. Move as the best would move. Make decisions as the best would make them. You may ask, but Neville, isn't this deception? Am I not lying to myself? My dear friends, nothing could be further from the truth. Remember, your imagination is God. When you imagine yourself as the best, you are not creating a fantasy. You are recognizing a divine truth that has always existed. You are letting go of the illusion of limitation and embracing your true, limitless nature. Consider the words of Scripture. Be ye perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. This is not a command to strive endlessly for an unattainable ideal. It is a recognition of what you already are. You are made in the image and likeness of God. Perfection is your true nature. Being the best is your birthright. Now let me address a common misconception. Acting as you are the best does not mean comparing yourself to others or seeking to outdo them. Remember, there is only one God, one consciousness, expressing itself through all. When you truly embody being the best, you recognize this same divinity in all beings. You lift others up, for you understand that their success is your success, their joy is your joy. This understanding leads to a profound shift in how you move through the world. Instead of competing, you collaborate. Instead of seeking to prove your worth, you freely express your gifts. You become a channel for the divine, allowing the infinite creativity of God to flow through you unimpeded. Let us now explore the practical aspects of living from this state of being the best. It begins with your self-talk, the inner conversation you carry on throughout the day. Most people, unaware of the creative power of their words, constantly affirm their limitations and shortcomings. They say things like, "I'm not good enough, I can't do this, it's too hard for me." But you, my dear friends, knowing the truth of who you are, must vigilantly guard your inner conversation. Speak to yourself as you would speak to the best. Encourage yourself, uplift yourself. Remind yourself of your divine nature. Let your inner dialogue be a constant affirmation of your perfection and power. Remember, your inner conversations are the fabric from which your reality is woven. Every word you speak to yourself is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And make no mistake, these seeds will grow. They will bear fruit in your external world. So choose your inner words wisely, lovingly, powerfully. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of action in this process. Surely you might think, I can't just imagine being the best. I must do something to make it a reality. And you are right, action is important. But understand this. Inspired action flows naturally from a changed state of consciousness. When you truly embody the state of being the best, you will find yourself naturally taking actions aligned with that state. You won't have to force yourself to work hard or make difficult choices. The right actions will come to you effortlessly, joyfully. There's a natural expression of your new self-concept. This is the meaning behind the scriptural advice to seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. The kingdom of God is not some far-off heavenly realm. It is a state of consciousness. The state of knowing yourself as one with God is the best expression of divine perfection. When you seek this state first, when you live from it consistently, everything else falls into place. Now, let us address the challenges you may face as you embark on this journey of acting as you are the best. There will be times when the old patterns of thought and behavior try to reassert themselves. There will be moments when the evidence of your senses seems to contradict your new self-concept. In these moments, You must stand firm in your faith. Remember, the outer world is nothing but a shadow, a reflection of past thoughts and beliefs. It has no power over you unless you give it power. Your task is to remain faithful to your vision, to a new concept of self. This is what it means to live by faith and not by sight. It is a commitment to your imaginal acts, a steadfast loyalty to the God within you. For remember, your human eyes may see lack, limitation, and failure, but the eye of God, your imagination, sees only perfection, abundance, and success. Let me share with you a powerful technique to strengthen your faith and deepen your embodiment of being the best. Each night, as you lie in bed drifting off to sleep, create a scene in your imagination that implies you are living as the best. Make it as vivid and real as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the emotions you would feel if this scene were actually happening. Perhaps you imagine yourself receiving an award for being the best in your field. Feel the weight of the award in your hands. Hear the applause of the audience. See the smiles of your loved ones. Or perhaps you imagine a quiet moment of deep satisfaction, knowing that you have given your absolute best and achieved remarkable results. Whatever scene you choose, replay it in your mind as you fall asleep. For in that drowsy state, between waking and sleeping, your subconscious mind is most receptive. It will accept the imaginal scene as reality and begin the work of bringing it into manifestation. Do this night after night, and you will be amazed at how your outer world begins to conform to your inner vision. For you are engaging in the highest form of prayer, the prayer of assumption. You are assuming the state of being the best, and in doing so, you are calling it forth into manifestation. Now let us address a question that may be arising in some of your minds. If I am to act as I am the best, does that mean I should ignore my current shortcomings or areas where I need improvement? This is a profound question and it deserves a careful answer. The truth is, acknowledging areas for growth and acting as you are the best are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they are two sides of the same coin. When you truly embody the state of being the best, you naturally seek growth and improvement, not from a place of lack or insufficiency, but from a desire to more fully express your divine nature. Think of it this way. A master musician, acknowledged as one of the best in the world, still practices daily. A champion athlete at the peak of their game still trains rigorously. They do this not because they doubt their abilities, but because they are committed to expressing the fullness of their potential. So yes, by all means, identify areas where you can grow and improve, but do so from the state of being the best. Approach your growth not as a struggle to overcome deficiencies, but as an exciting opportunity to express more of your innate perfection. Remember, you are not becoming the best. You are the best, here and now, by virtue of your oneness with God. Any growth or improvement is simply a more complete manifestation of what already exists within you. Now, let us explore the ripple effects of acting as you are the best. When you embody this state, you become a living example of what is possible. You inspire others to recognize and express their own divine nature. You become a light in the world, illuminating the path for others. This is the true meaning of leadership. It's not about holding a position of authority or having others follow you. It's about being such a pure expression of your divine nature that you naturally uplift and inspire those around you. As you act as you are the best, you will find your relationships transforming. People will be drawn to your energy, your confidence, your joy. They will sense the God within you and respond to it with their own higher nature. You will find yourself surrounded by others who support and encourage your growth, who celebrate your successes as their own. In your work, you will find a new level of creativity and productivity. Ideas will flow to you effortlessly. Solutions to problems will present themselves with surprising ease. You will approach challenges, not with fear or stress, but with excitement and confidence, knowing that within you lies the infinite wisdom and power of God. Your health and vitality will improve as you align more fully with your divine nature. Remember, your body is a perfect reflection of your state of consciousness. As you embody the state of being the best, your body will naturally move towards its optimal state of health and well-being. Now, I want to address something that often comes up when we discuss these principles. Some of you may be thinking, but Neville, if I act as I am the best, won't I become arrogant or egotistical? This is a common concern, but it stems from a misunderstanding of what it truly means to be the best. True greatness, my dear friends, is inherently humble. When you truly recognize and embody your divine nature, you simultaneously recognize this same divinity in all beings. You understand that your greatness is not personal. It is the greatness of God expressing itself through you. This understanding leads not to arrogance, but to a deep sense of gratitude and reverence for life. You become filled with a desire to serve, to share your gifts, to lift others up. For you recognize that in doing so, you are serving and uplifting God. So as you act as you are the best, do so with humility and love. Let your greatness be a gift to the world, a channel through which divine love and creativity can flow. This is the true meaning of being the best. Not to stand above others, but to stand as a clear expression of the divine, inspiring others to do the same. Now let us talk about persistence. Acting as you are the best is not a one-time event. It's not something you do once and then forget about. It is a continuous choice, a moment-by-moment decision to align with your true nature. There will be times when it feels challenging. There will be moments when the old patterns of thought and behavior try to reassert themselves. In these moments, you must persist. Remember, you are retraining your mind, rewiring your consciousness. This takes time and consistent effort. But here's the beautiful truth. Every time you choose to act as you are the best, every time you align with your divine nature, you make it easier to do so in the future. You are creating new neural pathways, new patterns of thought and behavior. Over time, being the best becomes your natural state, requiring no effort at all. So persist, my dear friends. Be vigilant in guarding your thoughts and assumptions. Be steadfast in your faith, even when appearances seem to contradict it. For remember, what you persist in assuming must invariably come to pass. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to emphasize a crucial point. Acting as you are the best is not about achieving some future state of perfection. It's about recognizing and expressing the perfection that already exists within you, here and now. You are not becoming the best. You are the best by virtue of your oneness with God. Your task is simply to remove the veils of limiting beliefs and false assumptions that have hidden this truth from you. As you do this, as you consistently act from the state of being the best, you allow more and more of your divine nature to express itself in your life. Remember, time is a construct of the human mind. In the realm of spirit, in the imagination of God, all is now. The best version of you already exists, complete and perfect. By acting as you are the best, you are simply aligning your human consciousness with this eternal truth. So I urge you, my beloved friends, go forth from this place with a new understanding, a new commitment to living as the divine being that you are. Let every thought, every word, every action be an expression of your best self. Live from the state of being the best. And watch and wonder as your world transforms to match this new state of consciousness. For you are the operant power in your life. You are the God of your universe. As you think, as you feel, as you assume, so shall your world be. Therefore, assume the best, feel the joy and confidence of being the best, and your world will have no choice but to reflect this back to you. I remind you of the words of Scripture. I and my Father are one. This is not a statement of future possibility, but a recognition of eternal truth. You are one with the creative power of the universe. You are the best because you are an expression of the best, the divine, perfect, limitless God. So go now and live from this truth. Act as you are the best, not as a performance or a pretense, but as a revelation of who you truly are. Let your light shine brightly, illuminating the path for others. For in doing so, you fulfill your highest purpose, to be a clear and perfect expression of God in this world. Remember, your imagination's God. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, use it powerfully. Imagine the best, feel the best, be the best. for that is what you are now and always. Thank you, and may your journey of self-discovery and divine expression be filled with joy, wonder, and infinite possibility. As we conclude our exploration of acting as you are the best, I want to emphasize the transformative power of this practice. By consistently embodying your highest self, you set in motion a series of events that will reshape your entire world. Remember, the outer world is but a reflection of your inner state. As you maintain the feeling of being the best, your circumstances will inevitably align with this new self-concept. This journey of acting as you are the best is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, times when the old patterns of thought attempt to reassert themselves. In these moments, stand firm in your conviction. Return to your imaginal acts, to the feeling of being the best. For it is your persistence in maintaining this state that will ultimately bring it into full manifestation. As you continue on this path, you will find that being the best becomes effortless. It will no longer feel like an act, but a natural expression of who you truly are. You will move through the world with grace and ease, knowing that you are a perfect expression of your life will become a living testament to the power of imagination and the truth of your oneness with God. Remember, my dear friends, that in acting as you are the best, you're not only transforming your own life, but you are contributing to the elevation of all humanity. For we are all one, all expressions of the same divine consciousness. As you rise, you lift others with you. Your light shines not just for you, but for all who cross your path. So go forth now, embodying the truth of your divine nature. Act as you are the best, not from a place of ego, but from a deep recognition of your oneness with God. Let every thought, every word, every action be a reflection of this truth. For in doing so, you fulfill your highest purpose, to be a clear and perfect channel through which the infinite love and creativity of God can flow into this world. Remember, you are the best because you are God expressing as you. Now go and live from this glorious truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to share a profound truth that has the power to change your life if you can truly embrace it. The universe is ready to manifest anything you desire. At the heart of this truth is the incredible power of belief. Belief is not simply a passive thought, it is a vibrant force that shapes your reality. When you hold steadfast belief in something, you set in motion the creative forces of the universe. Imagination serves as the workshop where your beliefs take form, allowing you to shape the essence of your desires. Recognize that what you visualize with clarity and emotion is not merely a daydream, but a precursor to reality. Your imagination represents true reality, the realm where possibilities are born. Faith, dear friends, acts as the fuel that drives your imagination. It is an unwavering trust that your inner world can manifest your outer world. This faith must be absolute, steadfast, and resilient. When you cling to this faith despite your circumstances, you align with the universe's creative forces. The law of assumption illustrates this principle beautifully. By assuming that your desires are already fulfilled, you draw them into your life. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a conscious act of creation. By embodying the feeling of your wish already granted, you become a magnet for its manifestation. Persistence is essential in this journey. The universe responds to those whose minds remain resolute in their visions. Don't let temporary setbacks deter you. Hold your vision tenaciously, and the universe will yield to your intentions. Being persistent in your vision is the hallmark of a true creator, and emotional alignment is crucial. Your emotions serve as your soul's language in communicating with the universe. Align your emotions with your desired outcomes. Experience the joy, excitement, and gratitude as if your wish has already been fulfilled. This emotional alignment creates a powerful resonance, drawing your desires closer to you. Live in the end, my friends. Act as if your dreams are already your reality. Embrace this truth in your daily life as it bridges the gap between your present state and your aspirations, making manifestation inevitable. Gratitude and positivity catalyze this process. Be thankful for both what you have and what is yet to come. A heart overflowing with gratitude opens the floodgates of abundance. Positivity elevates your vibration, attracting more of what you desire. Lastly, trust in divine timing. The universe operates on its own schedule, and patience is essential. Know that what you seek is on its way, perfectly timed for your highest good. Have faith in the process and allow the universe to perform its magic. Believe with every part of your being that the universe can manifest anything for you. Your imagination, faith, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and trust are the keys to unlocking this extraordinary power. Embrace this truth, live it fully, and witness the universe turning your deepest desires into reality. Your imagination is the workshop where your beliefs are shaped. In this sacred space, you mold the essence of your dreams. What you visualize with clarity and emotion is a precursor to your reality. Your imagination is the genuine reality, the realm where possibilities emerge. When you immerse yourself in the vivid imagery and sensations of your imagined world, you plant seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious. These seeds, nourished by your belief and emotional energy, begin to grow and manifest in the physical world. The more detailed and emotionally charged your imagination, the stronger the blueprint for your external reality. Imagination allows you to transcend the limitations of your current situation. It is a limitless canvas upon which you can paint the life you desire, free from present constraints. By imagining your desired outcome with such intensity that it feels already achieved, you connect where you are now with where you want to be. Consider your imagination as a powerful magnet. When you consistently visualize your goals and desires as already accomplished, you attract them into your life. This process transcends the logical sequence of time, operating in the realm of the eternal now. Each time you engage your imagination with faith and emotion, you draw your desired reality closer. Additionally, the act of imagination transforms your state of being. When you visualize living your dream, experiencing joy, success, or love, you start resonating with those feelings. This shift in your internal state alters how you perceive and interact with the world, attracting opportunities that align with your new vibrational frequency. Remember, imagination is not a fleeting daydream, but a purposeful practice that requires focus, consistency, and emotional involvement. The more you immerse yourself in your imagined reality, the more natural it becomes, leading your subconscious mind to accept it as your true state. This acceptance fosters harmony among your thoughts, emotions, and actions, all working in concert to manifest your desires. In this context, imagination is the key to unlocking the universe's infinite possibilities. It empowers you to rewrite your story and reshape your destiny by harnessing your creative potential. By embracing the role of a conscious creator, you actively participate in the unfolding of your life. Your imagination is not just a mental exercise, it is the very fabric of creation. It marks the beginning of every achievement, innovation, and fulfilled dream. Nurture it with love and conviction, and watch as your imagined reality transforms into your lived experience. Faith, dear friends, fuels your imagination. It is the unwavering trust that your inner world can manifest your outer world. This faith must be solid and unshakable. When you hold on to this faith, regardless of circumstances, you align with the universe's creative forces. Faith goes beyond mere hope. It embodies a deep-seated certainty that what you desire is already yours. It reflects the conviction that despite outward appearances, your inner vision will come to fruition. Such faith requires you to look beyond the physical evidence and trust in the unseen forces at play. It involves knowing that the universe constantly rearranges itself to fulfill your desires. By cultivating unwavering faith, you declare to the universe that you believe in the power of your desires and their inevitable manifestation. This declaration acts as a beacon, signaling to the universe that you are prepared to receive your blessings. Conviction strengthens this faith, fostering unwavering determination to maintain your beliefs, even when faced with challenges. It means you don't second-guess your desires, but remain steadfast and confident in your inner knowing. This resolute mindset creates a powerful vibrational frequency that resonates with the universe, drawing your desires closer. Understand that faith and conviction are vital. By consistently affirming your belief and visualizing your desired outcome, you reinforce your faith and solidify your conviction. These practices anchor your belief in your subconscious mind, making it an unshakable part of your reality. Faith and conviction also necessitate releasing doubt and fear, which can obstruct your manifestation. Doubt sends mixed signals to the universe, delaying or hindering your desire's realization. Thus, it's crucial to maintain a positive and confident mindset, trusting that the universe is working for you. Another aspect of faith is patience. The universe has its own timing. Sometimes your desires may take longer to manifest than you expect. During such times, it's essential to remain patient and trust the process. Delays do not signify denial. They mean the universe is aligning everything perfectly for your benefit. By sustaining your faith and conviction, even amid delays, you showcase your trust in the universe's divine timing. Ultimately, faith and conviction inspire inspired action. While it's crucial to trust the universe, it's equally important to take proactive steps toward your desires. This action should emerge from confidence and certainty, knowing that every step you take is guided by the universe. When you act with faith and conviction, you align your efforts with universal flow, expediting the manifestation of your desires. Faith and conviction are the driving forces behind your ability to manifest your desires. They are the inner pillars that support your imagination and turn your dreams into reality. By cultivating unwavering faith and holding on to your conviction with strength, you harness the universe's full power to bring your dreams to life. Your inner world, made up of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, shapes your outer reality. Every experience, relationship, and success or challenge reflects your inner state. This profound truth emphasizes your power and responsibility in shaping your life. Your thoughts are the seeds of creation, each carrying a specific vibration that resonates with the universe. Positive, empowering thoughts attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts draw challenges. Therefore, cultivating a mindset that aligns with your desired reality is crucial. Beliefs serve as the framework through which your thoughts are filtered. Often formed early in life and reinforced over time, these beliefs shape how you perceive the world and your place in it. Limiting beliefs confine you to mediocrity, while empowering beliefs propel you toward greatness. By consciously examining and reshaping your beliefs, you can change your perspective and pave the way for a more fulfilling reality. Emotions serve as the energetic currency that fuels your thoughts and beliefs. They add intensity and depth to your inner world, amplifying the vibrational signal sent to the universe. Positive emotions such as joy, love, and gratitude elevate your vibration, attracting similar high-frequency experiences. In contrast, negative emotions like fear, anger, and despair lower your vibration, attracting corresponding low-frequency experiences. Managing your emotional state is thus essential in the creation process. Your inner dialogue, your ongoing self-talk, significantly influences your reality. This internal conversation reflects your thoughts and beliefs, shaping your emotions and actions. By cultivating a positive inner dialogue, you reinforce empowering beliefs and foster a higher emotional state, creating a harmonious inner world that manifests as a harmonious outer reality. Visualization is another powerful tool. By vividly imagining your desired outcomes, you create a mental blueprint that the universe can translate into physical form. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the more effective it becomes. Regularly engaging in visualization strengthens your belief in your desires' possibilities, aligning your inner world with the reality you wish to create. The law of attraction operates on the principle that like attracts like. Your inner state, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions creates a vibrational frequency that attracts experiences and people resonating with that frequency. Thus, by aligning your inner state with your desires, you attract them effortlessly. Self-awareness is the foundation of this process. By developing a keen awareness of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, you can identify any negative patterns and replace them with empowering ones. This self-awareness empowers you to take conscious control of your inner world, steering your life in the direction you desire. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, Remember that your inner world is the canvas upon which your life is painted. You hold the brush, the colors, and the vision of what you wish to create. Embrace the knowledge that you have the power to manifest your desires and shape your reality. In closing, dear friends, remember this: the universe is poised to manifest everything you desire. The key lies in your belief. Your imagination, faith, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and trust in the universe are your allies. Embrace these principles and live as a conscious creator. The path is clear and the possibilities are endless. The universe awaits your command. Thank you. Resilience is the ability to rebound from setbacks, rejections, or failures, emerging stronger and more determined than ever. Rather than perceiving challenges as insurmountable barriers, resilient individuals view them as opportunities for growth and learning. They recognize that every setback is a stepping stone on the path to success and harness adversity as fuel to propel themselves forward. Persistence encompasses patience and endurance. Manifesting your desires often requires time, and it's vital to remain steadfast and committed, even when progress appears slow. This involves trusting the process and believing in the universe's timing. Instead of succumbing to discouragement during delays, persistent individuals use these moments to refine their vision, bolster their resolve, and deepen their connection to their goals. Moreover, persistence in vision demands adaptability and flexibility. While it's crucial to maintain a clear mental picture of your desired outcome, it's equally important to be open to new possibilities and alternative routes to success. The universe may have a different plan for you, and being willing to adjust your approach while staying true to your vision can lead to unexpected breakthroughs and opportunities. Consistency is another vital aspect of persistence in vision. It's not sufficient to be passionate about your goals one day and neglect them the next. True persistence involves daily action and unwavering commitment to your vision, even when progress feels minimal. Small, consistent efforts compound over time, leading to significant results. Maintaining a positive mindset and an unwavering belief in the eventual realization of your desires is also essential for persistence in vision. It can be easy to feel disheartened by challenges or setbacks, but persistent individuals refuse to let negativity or doubt derail their dreams. Instead, they cultivate a mindset of optimism, resilience, and unwavering faith in the power of their vision to manifest. At its core, persistence in vision is built on resilience, patience, adaptability, consistency, and a steadfast belief in the face of challenges. By embodying these qualities and remaining committed to your vision, you can overcome any adversity and bring your dreams into reality. Emotional alignment involves harmonizing your inner emotional state with the outcome you wish to manifest. This process entails cultivating feelings that resonate with the reality you seek to create, establishing a powerful energetic connection between your internal world and the external circumstances you desire to attract. To achieve emotional alignment, begin by identifying the emotions linked to your desired outcome. Whether it's joy, gratitude, love, excitement, or fulfillment, these positive emotions serve as the fuel for your manifestation efforts. By consciously nurturing these emotions, you create a vibrational match with the experiences you want to attract. Authenticity is a key component of emotional alignment. Simply pretending to feel certain emotions isn't enough. True alignment requires genuine depth of feeling. Immerse yourself fully in the emotional experience as if your desires were already tangible realities. By embodying the emotions associated with your desired outcome, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Releasing resistance and letting go of negative emotions that block the flow of positive energy is another crucial aspect. This involves acknowledging and processing fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs holding you back and consciously choosing to release them. By freeing yourself from negativity, you create space for positive emotions to thrive, paving the way for greater alignment with your desires. Practicing gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate emotional alignment. By focusing on the blessings already present in your life, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance, elevating your vibration and aligning yourself with prosperity. Gratitude acts as a magnet, attracting more to appreciate into your life and reinforcing your emotional connection to your desires. Visualization is another effective tool for achieving emotional alignment. By vividly imagining yourself experiencing the fulfillment of your desires, you activate the same neural pathways in your brain as if those events were happening in real life. This triggers the release of neurotransmitters and hormones associated with positive emotions, further enhancing your emotional alignment with your desired outcome. In addition to cultivating positive emotions, it's important to release attachment to the outcome and maintain inner peace and trust in the process. This involves surrendering to life's flow and allowing things to unfold naturally, without trying to control or force results. By letting go of the need for immediate outcomes and trusting in divine timing, you create space for miracles to manifest, allowing the universe to work its magic in fulfilling your desires. Ultimately, emotional alignment is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings with the reality you wish to create. By nurturing positive emotions, releasing resistance, practicing gratitude, visualizing your desired outcome, and surrendering to life's flow, you establish a powerful energetic resonance with your desires, paving the way for their manifestation. Living in the end is a profound concept at the heart of manifestation. It embodies the feeling and experience of having already achieved your desired outcome, regardless of your current circumstances. Living in the end requires shifting your perspective from lack to abundance and fulfillment. This practice aligns your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions with the reality you want to create, setting the stage for its manifestation in your life. To grasp the power of living in the end, we must explore the underlying principles at play. At its core, this practice taps into your imagination's creative power to shape reality. It involves cultivating a deep sense of inner, knowing that your desires are not just possible, but inevitable. Living in the end requires a fundamental mindset shift. Instead of viewing your desires as distant goals, you must see them as already accomplished realities. This perspective allows you to bypass the limitations of linear time and step into the energetic frequency of your desired outcome. By embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you create a vibrational match with the experiences you wish to attract, accelerating their manifestation into your life. Central to this concept is the understanding that your outer reality reflects your inner state. Your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions contribute to the energetic blueprint that shapes your experiences. By consistently embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you imprint this energetic blueprint onto reality, drawing your desires closer to you. Living in the end is not mere wishful thinking, it requires active participation in the creative process. Engage all your senses in the experience of having already achieved your goals, making it as real as possible. A fundamental principle of living in the end is the law of assumption, which posits that assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled is the most potent way to manifest your desires. By consistently embodying the emotional state linked to your desired outcome, you create a powerful resonance that attracts corresponding experiences into your life. Whether it's joy, gratitude, excitement, or fulfillment, the key is to generate and sustain these positive emotions as if your desires were already a reality. Additionally, living in the end involves releasing attachment to outcomes and maintaining inner peace and trust in the process. Letting go of doubts and fears frees you from limitations and opens the door for miracles. Visualization is a powerful tool for living in the end. Vividly imagining yourself experiencing the fulfillment of your desires activates the same neural pathways as real experiences, releasing neurotransmitters and hormones tied to positive emotions and reinforcing your emotional alignment with your goals. Affirmations can further strengthen this feeling. Repeating positive statements that affirm your desires helps reprogram your subconscious mind to accept these truths, solidifying your belief in the inevitability of your goals. Taking inspired action towards your desires is equally important. While it's essential to trust the process, taking proactive steps aligns with your vision. This may involve setting goals, making plans, and taking practical action. By combining intention with focused action, you amplify the manifestation process and bring your desires closer. Maintaining a state of gratitude for the blessings already present in your life is also crucial. Gratitude acts as a powerful magnet, attracting more positive experiences and reinforcing your emotional alignment with your desires. By focusing on what's good in your life and expressing gratitude, you raise your vibration and create space for even greater blessings. Living in the end requires consistency and persistence. It's not enough to engage in visualization or affirmation. Occasionally, true mastery involves integrating the feeling of your wish fulfilled into your daily life. In conclusion, living in the end is a transformative practice that empowers you to actively participate in creating your reality. By embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you align with the vibrational frequency of your desires and accelerate their manifestation. Through visualization, affirmations, gratitude, inspired action, and persistence, you harness the power of living in the end, unlocking the limitless potential of your consciousness to create the life of your dreams. Gratitude and positivity are foundational principles in manifestation, serving as catalysts for attracting abundance and fulfillment. These concepts illuminate their transformative power and how they shape our reality personally and collectively. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives, regardless of how small or insignificant they may seem. It's a mindset that emphasizes positives, shifting our perspective toward abundance. When we cultivate gratitude, we open ourselves to receiving more blessings and opportunities, aligning our energy with abundance. This involves actively seeking out things to be thankful for, whether the beauty of nature, the love of family and friends, or simple everyday joys. By directing our attention toward blessings, we amplify their presence and invite even more into our experience. Gratitude acts as a magnet, drawing more of what we appreciate into our lives and helping us maintain a positive outlook. Positivity, on the other hand, is characterized by optimism, hope, and a belief in life's inherent goodness. It's the choice to focus on possibilities rather than being dragged down by negativity. Positivity does not ignore challenges but approaches them with resilience and courage, fostering a belief in our ability to overcome. When we cultivate positivity, we tap into the creative power of our thoughts and emotions, shaping our reality according to our beliefs and expectations. Positive thoughts generate a higher vibrational frequency, attracting experiences that match their energy signature. Gratitude and positivity are intimately connected, each reinforcing the other. Approaching life with gratitude and positivity creates a powerful energetic resonance that aligns us with the universe's abundance. This alignment enhances personal well-being and amplifies our ability to manifest our desires. By embracing gratitude and positivity, we tap into the limitless potential of our consciousness and invite a flow of abundance into our lives. This transformative journey empowers us to cultivate a reality filled with joy, fulfillment, and limitless possibilities, allowing us to become co-creators of our destiny. As we conclude our exploration of resilience, persistence, emotional alignment, and the transformative power of gratitude and positivity, let us take a moment to reflect on the profound impact these qualities have on our lives and our ability to manifest our desires. Life is a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected twists. Yet it is through these very experiences that we discover our true strength and resilience. Resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back, it is the capacity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate in the face of adversity. Each challenge we encounter serves as an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn more about ourselves and our capabilities. Embracing resilience allows us to face life's trials with courage, understanding that every setback is not a failure but a stepping stone toward success. Persistence is the unwavering commitment to our goals, even when the road becomes difficult. It is the fire that keeps our dreams alive, urging us to keep moving forward despite the obstacles we may encounter. As we strive toward our desires, we must recognize that the journey is often nonlinear. Progress may come slowly, but it is essential to remain steadfast, trusting that every small step contributes to the larger picture of our aspirations. The act of persisting in the face of challenges builds our character and strengthens our resolve. It teaches us the importance of patience and endurance, revealing that true success often comes from unwavering dedication to our vision. Emotional alignment plays a critical role in this process. It is the bridge that connects our inner state to the outer reality we wish to create. By harmonizing our emotions with the experiences we desire, we send a powerful signal to the universe, aligning ourselves with the frequency of our aspirations. This alignment requires authenticity. We must genuinely embody the feelings associated with our desired outcomes. It is not enough to simply wish for something. We must fully immerse ourselves in the emotional experience of having it. This deep emotional connection creates a magnetic pull, attracting the circumstances and opportunities necessary for our dreams to manifest. Yet, emotional alignment is not solely about cultivating positive feelings. It also involves releasing resistance. We must acknowledge and let go of the fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that hold us back. This release creates space for positive energy to flow, allowing us to cultivate a mindset of abundance and possibility. By practicing gratitude, we further enhance our emotional alignment. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding us of the blessings already present in our lives. It opens our hearts to receive more, acting as a magnet for positivity and fulfillment. As we navigate the complexities of life, we must also remember the power of positivity. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, influencing our experiences and outcomes. When we adopt a positive outlook, we cultivate resilience and perseverance, enabling us to overcome challenges with grace and strength. Positivity is not about ignoring difficulties. It is about approaching them with an optimistic mindset, believing in our ability to overcome and thrive. Living in the end, the practice of embodying the feelings of our desires as if they have already been fulfilled offers a powerful way to align with our goals. This practice requires us to shift our perspective, viewing our desires not as distant dreams but as present realities. By consistently embodying the feelings associated with our aspirations, we create a vibrational match that accelerates their manifestation in our lives. Visualization and affirmations further reinforce this alignment, helping us to internalize our goals and remain focused on our desired outcomes. Ultimately, the journey of manifestation is not a solitary endeavor. It is a collaborative dance between our intentions and the universe's flow. As we cultivate resilience, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and positivity, we unlock the potential to create the life we desire. We become co-creators of our reality, harnessing the power of our consciousness to manifest our dreams. So as we stand at the crossroads of our aspirations, let us commit to embodying these principles in our lives. Let us embrace resilience as a way of being, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Let us persist in our pursuits, remaining steadfast in our commitment to our goals. Let us align our emotions with our desires, practicing gratitude and positivity as we journey forward. In this collective journey, we have the power to transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Let us inspire each other to rise above adversity, to believe in our dreams, and to take bold steps toward our visions. Together, we can create a world filled with abundance, joy, and limitless possibilities. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and manifestation with me. Let us step into the fullness of our potential, embracing the incredible power that resides within each of us. The universe is waiting to respond to our desires. Let us open our hearts and minds to receive the abundance that is ours for the taking.